Shout out to all the beautiful people in here.
Yes. Shouts out to Rachel from Thailand.
Rachel Roy?
No, Rachel Ray. Rachel Jean-Baptiste Bryant.
Ooh, that name is dignitary. Okay, established, honey. Honey.
Okay, I'm feeling so many cards want to join us today. Okay, let me just end with the top of the deck, the Five of Spades. Alright. Wow, I'm being told to pull so many cards. It's like overwhelming. But I want you to see what's being created here. Okay, on the top of the deck was the Five of Spades. I feel like the energy I'm picking up is, you know right now. Like, you're fully aware of the competition that you're experiencing. It is within yourself. It's like an inner battle. It can be around you as well. There can be competition amongst yourself and others at work, or in family right now. You can be comparing resources financially. It's like just feeling like you want to be better than the next. But I feel like this is driving a lot of stress and, I guess, uncertainty, or it's like an unstable way to be motivated, because you should be motivated more by your passion and something that is not so outward. It should be inward, okay? So your driving force should be something that comes from within, not because you want to be better than the next. However, I do feel like the competition is creating change, and because of the 5 here, there is a change that is going to catapult you into a better situation. So that is an outlook on it, that whatever you're doing now, it is kind of encouraging you to be better than, I guess, your own standards. So that was the conscious feeling, okay? Let's go to the bottom of the deck, which is the 7 of Diamonds. Okay, so the 7 of Diamonds, I do feel like your divine team, that's why I said this is going to create change, and there's competition regarding your money. I do feel like your divine team here is around you, and you should keep in mind that your resources are coming in, and perhaps it'll be more of a like miraculous happenings, like blessings, you know, people pouring into you, maybe charity work, donations. I just feel like there are blessings coming your way, and that you are going to be rewarded for your hard work, and all of the petty arguments and the stress won't go in vain, because you start to see some of the fruits of your labor. Okay, so that is subconsciously, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's go into what the cards are saying directly. Now we have the 10 of Spades. Now the 10 of Spades can be a very dark energy, because this is like at your wit's end. You really are stressed out. This can be signifying death of something inside of you, or even who you were, who you no longer want to be, or death of a situation that it needs to stop, it needs to end here. Maybe even physical death, where someone is physically on their deathbed and they're dying, or it just happened and you have to pick yourself back up and create a whole new cycle and figure out where you go from here. Because there is the 1, which is something began and ends it, and then the whole new cycle, which 0 is where you come in and you have the control to start a whole new cycle. But I do feel as though if you stress about it and try to hold on to it, you will be stuck in a very dark energy. So I encourage you to see what this lesson is teaching you, see what the circumstances are teaching you, and let it go, and then move into healing so you can get into a better vibration. This does come out paired with the King of Hearts. So I feel like if you need to seek counseling, you are encouraged to do so, because there is possibly a male energy that is divine male energy that is going to be coming into your life, or that is available to you to help you and to offer immaculate emotional support and wisdom and care and kindness. They can be a very wise spiritual counselor for you, and to help you move through the emotions that you are experiencing. I'm getting a little bit of a romantic feel, but not too much. I do feel like you may feel that you are growing romantic feelings for the person over time, but that would be one-sided, because I feel as though the King of Hearts energy will be doing their job. And because you're vulnerable, it's not uncommon for that divine masculine to experience people growing love for themselves, okay, or love for him or her, because it could be both, but it is a divine masculine. So make sure you keep your mind clear and realize that you're not in a time right now to be going into a relationship. They're just offering their heart to you in order for you to heal. The Queen of Spades energy, definitely a strong woman, is being picked up here. But this person is very, I want to say militant, very cutthroat, very straightforward. So I don't know if this is you, or are you experiencing someone I feel like this is you. I feel like they're giving me this card because they want you to keep in mind that yes, you are a queen, but because you are going through a period of healing and grief and loss, and you're just at a point where you can't take no more stupidity or ish from anyone, like you have gone through a cycle of ending and beginning. Everyone isn't going to be at that level, so you have to respect everyone on their journey and not be so cutthroat with them. You have to realize that other people do need softness, gentleness, and compassion, and that is one of the things that makes a queen. They have a grace about them that allows people to know they're not the ones to be played with or crossed, but they don't necessarily have to say it. It's just in their being. So this comes up as remembering who you are and not hardening your heart because of the circumstances that you've experienced, okay, moving forward. You may feel more confident, but trust me, healing does not happen quickly. It happens over time. The Five of Hearts, you see this comes out again, where regards to the Ten of Diamonds, I feel like your emotional status, it's going to creep up on you, and that feeling of grief and loss and sadness is going to hit you upside your head again, because you would have felt like you finished counseling, now you can go back to resuming your daily life. But remember, healing is a process. Allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to be sad. If you feel as though you have lost a job, even because you couldn't continue on, or because that person died, you had to lose your home, or there is a significant loss here that you have experienced or will suddenly experience that will be on top of this death that occurred here. Okay, so it's really a lot for you to handle, and I'm just going to say don't rush through it, because you are experiencing a lot of change. Remember, the conscious feeling of change is all surrounding the cards here. So use this King of Hearts energy, all the tools that you would have acquired to continue healing if you're not going to continue speaking with that divine masculine. Then we move into the Two of Spades. Now the Two of Spades is definitely along the lines of you being honest with yourself, knowing what you need, knowing what you want to do in life, and just being honest with your circumstance and being honest with yourself. Because I feel like this Queen of Spades energy it's almost as if you're cutthroat with other people because you're trying to put on this face that you're strong and that you're okay. But it's like overcompensating for the fact that you're truly sad and broken inside. So you begin to have communication issues with others around you. So this Two of Spades energy can really put a warning. It brings warning that between you and yourself, and between you and others, and also between you and spirit, you have to really begin to communicate truthfully, and don't try to be dishonest or avoid the truth and ignore the red flags, you know. Address your issues head on. So now we have the Nine of Spades. The Nine of Spades is another mental energy. I feel like with this one, you're losing sleep at night. It's keeping you in a mental prison of anguish and anxiety. You may feel like you have no choice or nowhere to go, or you may really just be feeling like it's hard to make decisions. And I want you to know that this is all because you're not being honest with yourself. So of course you're going to feel like so confused. But I do feel as though spirit is making themselves known, allowing you to call on them for clarity and to really just journal. I feel like that you, at this time, in this season, you may have stopped doing things that were therapeutic for you, like journaling, spending time to yourself, really just being one with your mind, body, and soul, that you lost yourself in your circumstances. Well, this is calling you to regain those habits, to help you shift your perspective and get out of your mental discord and into a healthier space where you can see clearer. This warns against like mental illness. Don't go down the rabbit hole, okay? So we have the Six of Spades here. Now, the Six of Spades, I'm really feeling like the moment you decide to shift your perspective and be honest with yourself, gain that mental clarity, you will be successful, okay? You'll be able to move on. Like here you were moving forward, but you weren't able to move on because your emotions got the best of you again. You know when they say it rains, it pours? I feel like all these cards is just all spades, literally all spades, and then two hearts. So are you suffering from a broken heart? I mean, I just feel like everything is just crumbling around you. But I feel like you are encouraged to even move your home, change your home, or change your job. I feel like you need to literally, this death, I feel like you would have said, okay, someone died, okay, or I'm getting rid of my old self, but you kind of stayed in the same energy, like being stuck. So you have to be honest with yourself and say, can I really be my true, new, authentic self in the same job, or in the same relationship, or in the same apartment? You really have to consider moving, okay? There might be messages that will come, or opportunity that will come to you that invite you to actually change locations, and this will bring you some mental stability. And yeah, this is like taking a step in the right direction. Once you do that, this Ace of Spades is, yes, this is it. This is like that light at the end of the tunnel. Like, this is what you want to see. This is the reward. Like, you went through all of this and you got to the Spade Ace. This is enlightenment. This is revelations. This is newness. Like, you will feel brand new. But it literally starts with you helping yourself, focusing on yourself, and being honest with yourself. But this is a wonderful card. This is like one of the top, this is the top ace that you want to have, okay? Because when you don't have control over your mind, it's like one of the worst prisons to be around or in. Okay, we all want money, we all want new love, but if we're not right with ourselves, that's the worst. No one can fix ourselves but ourselves. Okay, so just know that all of this is going to bring you success, but you just have to like start working on yourself. So I want to gain clarity on the 5 of Hearts. Okay, so let's ask Mickey Mouse here. Why is this 5 of Hearts here? What are you actually having a hard time healing from? There's grief and sadness here. Okay. The 2 cards they give me are the 10 of Hearts and the King of Diamonds. Alright, I want to get one more. So you have the 10 of Hearts, the King of Diamonds, and the 9 of Diamonds. Okay. So this 5 of Hearts is telling me that, yes, I feel like this romantic relationship that you are in now, maybe that's not something you're seeing as something that needs to just go ahead and be let go and allow it to dissolve, because here we have Pluto, who is by himself in this picture. However, the 10 of Hearts can be a very encouraging card because he's not sad. Okay, so he is happy, and he's happy alone. I want you to know that during this time, if you feel like you are going to be joining family gatherings, or you're going to be reuniting with family, that can be a happy time. But keep in mind, oftentimes when family gets together, a lot of truth does get exposed. And again, this is a 10, and you have 2 10s on the board. So this does indicate that beginnings and endings will happen, and then a new cycle will commence. So I do feel like there is going to be a pivotal moment during that gathering that can make some people feel sad. And if you are almost feeling as though you can't go to the gathering without your companion who they have known, and you're fearful of all the answers you would have to give or the questions you'll be asked, like, it's okay. You know, truth needs to come out, and people need to not shame one another for the experiences we go through. This 10 of Hearts tells me that there is going to be an emotional peak, but you're reminded to keep your cool. Okay? Don't get thrown off from the tools that you were given, because they don't know your story. You have been going through a lot. You have been seeking help. You have been trying to be the best you that you can be, and now you're experiencing something else. You don't need more added on to your plate. I feel like there is going to be another person, another male or divine masculine that you will come across, who is a King of Diamonds. Now, this King of Diamonds is someone who can offer you some stability financially. Okay, I'm not I'm not feeling as though romantically you'll be involved with maybe a casual date or something like that. But I do feel like what's most important from this meeting is that the wisdom that he'll be able to bestow upon you, because you're the queen and he'll be attracting the king. You'll be attracting the king. But I do feel as though it can be the total opposite, because it is with the Five of Hearts. Now, the Five of Hearts would indicate that you actually are holding on to your King of Diamonds, so much so because, you know, without him, you will have financial instability. But remember, you can't hold on to something that is actually killing you on the inside, which is the truth that you need to come to grips with. If the love isn't there, be happy alone and do bad by yourself. Okay? The Nine of Diamonds comes out afterwards, and Spirit lets me know that they're giving you flowers for the loss that you may endure with making such a hard decision. Now, if this is a decision that's keeping you up at night, you do have 2 nines. They're giving you flowers based on that. Okay? Because once you move this person out of your life, you will begin to see that you can do it alone. Remember the success and then the Ace of Spades? You have to put yourself in places and around people who you will begin to have your own opportunities and get that job, and that you're making your own 6-figure salary or whatever, what have you. But I do feel like this relationship could be a hindrance. And if he leaves you or she leaves you or you decide to leave, then know that it is divinely orchestrated. The Nine of Diamonds also indicates that during this time you will be spiritually satisfied, and that's why they're giving you flowers, because you would have decided to journal, you would have decided to really begin to pray, because honestly no one knows your situation better than you. Overall, I do feel a heaviness around this. So I am going to go to my Angels and Ancestor deck. And I do want to pull an encouraging card here, because this is a lot of heavy energy. And during this time when we want to be with our families and it's the holiday season, it can be very hard. Okay, well, 2 cards want to come up. Let me see here. There's a bunch. Oh, okay. Yeah, so 2 cards want to come out here. The first one is the Earth Guardian, which is to stay rooted and to stay grounded. The second one is the Hermit, retreat and recharge. So let's start with the Earth Guardian. The Earth Guardian is encouraging you. You see her wings, okay, to stay rooted and stay grounded. Remember I said the 10 of Hearts. They're telling you something big is going to happen, but to keep your cool. Okay, so the Earth Guardian is definitely telling you that if you need to go out in nature, remember I said the 6 of Spades. If you need to leave, if you need to find a place that is of a different energy, go to your safe place and call on the energies to restore you to a higher vibration so you can get out of yourself. for a moment to shift your perspective. The Earth Guardian does come to you to encourage you to be open and receptive to the universal energies that we all have access to restore our faith, to restore our mind, to restore our heart. And especially if you are near trees, I do encourage you to touch a tree, call on the vibration of the natural resources we have. There is much wisdom and enlightenment in the trees that have been here for hundreds and thousands of years. Okay, they are fruitful and they are in their season of cutting things off because we are going into the winter season. So please use the energy of the Earth Guardian, who knows how to communicate, and use the Earth wisdom, okay, to protect her and to guide her. The Hermit says to retreat and to recharge. This is encouraging you again to go into that Nine of Spades energy and that Nine of Diamonds energy, where you are using the time alone, like the Ten of Hearts. If you need to be alone, you are happy with yourself. You're coming to a place that you're happy with yourself. You're happy in your own company because you know that you are actually not alone. You are allowing your spirit team and your angels to dwell and to speak light and wisdom into your soul, into your mind, and into your heart. Because with everything that's going on, you may feel like you actually don't know what to do, where to turn, and what to do next. So the Hermit says, go inward, focus on yourself. You see the light here? That is the Ace of Spades. There will be a spark of insight that will come to you during meditation. If you have stopped doing yoga, please pick that back up. If you have stopped meditating or sleeping well at night, please revisit your sleep habits or your schedule for yoga. You need to meditate and really quiet your mind so you can get out of this dark energy that is around him. Seems like he's in a cave, but there is a spark of light. Okay? So this has been your reading with the Mickey Mouse Medium, Rachel Jean-Baptiste Bryant. Episode 5, which has brought upon a lot of change. Okay, it's brought about a lot of change, and I do encourage anyone who is interested in getting a personal reading to message me on Facebook at Jean-Baptiste Bryant, or even email me, myrainbowhealers@gmail.com. For all those who found heavy resonance with this reading, I will love it if you comment down below and let me know how this made you feel. How did it encourage you? Where you see yourself, and just if it didn't resonate with you, just leave a little love. And I thank you for watching. I thank you for meeting me, my angels, and my ancestors at this table. Right now, I am going to close out this session, and I invite you to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for future readings. And on that note, amen and ashe.